Hi, welcome to this video. In this one, we're showing a conversation between an atheist and a believer, generated by AI. So, let's get into it. By the way, if you enjoy videos like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel.
Atheist. Maybe you're right, everyone's got their own view, but when we look at human and social issues, we see problems people face, struggles they go through, caused by beliefs that justify the wrong they do. Why believe that pain brings gain in the end? When violence is done in religion's name, how do you defend? This is an important question. There's nothing worse than misusing religion to justify violence. It's true that some people use the name of religion to achieve their own goals, but that's not real faith. Authentic religions were actually meant to guide people toward goodness and compassion, not war and bloodshed. True faith teaches love, peace, and service to humanity. The actions that some have carried out in history under the name of religion actually stem from a misuse of its principles and teachings. Atheist. Well, this is exactly the problem I have. When religion says, live for yourself and for others, but in practice, you see some of its followers promoting war and violence based on those very teachings. How can we resolve this contradiction? And if religion operates this way, can we still say that it is the right path? Believer, yes, these contradictions exist, and we must acknowledge that some people misuse religion. But that doesn't mean religion itself is wrong. The great religions of the world have always emphasized moral principles, compassion, and mutual understanding. The problem is that some people use these principles for their own personal or group interests. Religion is meant to guide and develop humanity, not to justify oppression or injustice. Atheist. So, you believe that religion, in its pure form and without being misused, can lead people to a better life. But the question is, why should this guidance come from an invisible source? Why must God or any being we believe in show us the way through religion and its leaders? Couldn't this be achieved through human reason and logic alone? Believer, that's a deep question. I see religion as a spiritual tool that guides people morally and emotionally. While reason and logic can explain many things, religion helps humans search within their souls and draw inspiration from a higher source. Human intellect has its limits and may not be able profound questions of life, especially those related to emotions, values, and the meaning of existence. Religion provides people with a path to inner peace and purpose. Atheist. So, from your perspective, religion fills the mental gaps that reason cannot. But isn't it possible that religion itself creates problems and conflicts that reason cannot resolve? For example, disputes between different religious sects, where each believes its own interpretation is the absolute truth. Believer, yes, religions sometimes cause conflicts and disputes. This stems from human limitations in fully understanding religion. In fact, religious disagreements arise due to different interpretations of teachings and concepts. This is a human issue, not a flaw in religion itself. Religion has a noble purpose, but the way people interpret and apply it is what leads to problems. Religion should be a personal guide for individual and social growth, not a tool to impose views on others. Atheist. I agree that misunderstandings and incorrect interpretations can lead to issues. But my question is, why should we accept these interpretations? Why follow religious sources when many of their principles seem outdated in today's world? For an independent, rational person who wants to build their life based on science and logic, is this still a reasonable approach? Believer. That depends entirely on how you view religion and science. Science and religion can coexist and support one another. Religion provides meaning to life, and science offers the tools to improve our existence. Religion has always sought truth and justice, which can align with scientific progress. I believe humans should use both science and religious values to enhance their lives. Atheist. Your argument might make sense, but I still think it's essential for people to search for truth themselves. They shouldn't allow anyone or anything to impose truth upon them. We must reach conclusions through our own intellect and understanding about what is best for our lives. Believer, that's true. Ultimately, truth is a journey, and everyone must walk their own path. Perhaps we both hold truths that, together, can help humanity. The idea that each person must seek truth for themselves is significant and deserves respect. By the way, which group do you belong to? Atheists or believers in God? Be sure to write it in the comments, and in your opinion, who wins, atheists or believers? For now, goodbye. If you're an atheist and don't believe in God, take care of yourself.